Hello, beautiful Gemini. Welcome into my channel, The Rare Gazelle. My name is Reem, and welcome into your reading. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Gemini. I'm going to get started on just reading through your scripted channeling, and then I'm going to get started on your spiritual growth message with some tarot cards, oracle cards, and then timestamp in the comment section down below when your love reading begins, okay? So Gemini, in your previous reading that we did months ago, it was the end of your 7-year cycle that you were and are completely closing out. I felt for a very long time that your next cycle that has already begun is a 12-year cycle. The numbers that I got for you were 1222, so you could be seeing that quite often at this time, or even 12, a lot of twos. I also got December 22nd as a great importance, a date of great significance of somehow, some way, shape, or form. I also got the numbers 8, 49, and 13 for you. Um, I felt immediately in your being in the presence of your energy, there was some kind of shock and then a resonance. Um, I want to kind of ask that energy to come forward so that I may um, unfold that a little bit more here with you to discover what that may be. Because I feel like that what couldn't get created then in that 7-year cycle, because there was so much healing, there was so much release, there was so much integration with the inner child. Some things couldn't be created then, but will be created now in the span of this next 12-year cycle. And then I wrote down the more distance you create from this gets you closer to that. And I don't know what this or that definition in context mean for you. I feel like it's going to be different for all of you, but that's something that kept coming forward in the channeling. Um, Heart health is very important. I felt that as if there was a lot of heart disease in the family. I don't know if this is your family or your partner. If you're with someone or know someone that has heart disease in the family, whoever this is, there's an intention to conceive. So there's going to be a child born. It's a baby boy, but I'm seeing a lot of tests being run to ensure that, the health of the mother, the health of the father, there's like someone doesn't have the heart disease that runs in the family, something like that. So if you are thinking of that, it's good to proceed in that way. So if you're thinking of that, I believe that's just confirmation. I kept seeing the sun card and feeling the sun's energy. This is health vitality. Okay, so if you're worried about your health, I feel like there's ways to improve your health. There's nothing to be worried about. The sun is here, vitality is here for you. um I am seeing an increase in vitality. Um, and if you're worried about the child that you're going to be conceiving because of the health related issues with the family, the child is not going to be affected. Okay, so I'm seeing a very healthy child. Okay, specifically this baby boy. Um, I'm also kind of now tying the linkage of like the heart with the mother. If you are thinking of conceiving a child but you're worried about your heart, there's nothing to be worried about. I don't know if this is around anxiety, palpitations or things like that. There's nothing to be worried about. But again, like always, go to the doctor, get checked, just get that added reassurance. Okay. I kept feeling the signs Capricorn, Scorpio, and Taurus. These could be signs that you have in your chart, or these could be energies of individuals around you um, that have those signs. Okay. Um, I'm feeling a lot of dragon energy as well with you, so I do have some dragon oracle calls. I don't know why I can't speak, in your energy oracle cards that I do want to pull from. I am going to take a picture of this and also post it in my community page if you want to go back to it. But first I'm going to get your charms. Oh, see, shock. Shock, then resonance. Okay, so there's a dog bone here. Wow, that's a beautiful flower and a butterfly. Okay. I'm getting the name Daisy is coming through. I don't know if this is Daisy the dog. Oh, there's a lot of unicorns coming in. All right, here we go. Yeah, there's gonna be great celebrations. We do have here the champagne glass charm. You do have here a feather, music, swan, significance of love. There's that Scorpio energy. There's a skull. Yeah, you have a lot of love energy here. Yeah, there's winter, the stocking, and I kept feeling December 22nd for you. I am seeing someone going on a very like tropical trip, to a very like beautiful tropical destination. It could be like a honeymoon or something for some of you. There's a Pegasus. There is an Aquarius here. There's a star. There's some kind of hope being restored. I'm getting a lot of Hierophant energy. Yeah, there's some kind of celebration around in winter. Some kind of celebration in winter. I know like Christmas, holidays, I get that, but it's some kind of like news that you're going to be like telling your family, your friends. Like there's celebration and a gathering around you, specifically celebrating you and the news that you have for the family. That you're sharing with the family, excuse me. Yeah, I keep feeling Daisy the dog. Someone has a dog named Daisy. I feel it like clear as day. Someone's name is Daisy. Someone. Let's go to the dragons and see the message unfold for you, Gemini. I'm getting, wow. This was already flipped up. Rebirth 22. Giving yourself a second chance. And I have December 22nd, 12/22. Rebirth. I'm telling you, this one is already flipped up in the deck. That's interesting. So yeah, there's definitely a second chance at something. And this is what I was saying earlier. What couldn't get created then will be created now. So I feel like the dragon energies are confirming that there is some kind of second chance at something. Something that wasn't created then will be created now. It's a second chance, okay? And there's going to be a lot of good news around this. There's so many people that are going to be happy for you. You're going to be extremely joyous. Really, really happy about this situation. So much protection around you as well. I feel like I'm being hugged right now. I'm getting a lot of shivers, especially around my right shoulder. So there's something about pain in the right arm. Yeah, as I'm saying that, this dragon is coming around. It's actually on her right side. Enlightenment moving forward. That's exactly what it is. 22 and 23, progression, right? You could even be seeing sequential numbers. Yeah, surrender, letting go of the darkness. And this is what I was saying. The more distance you create from this gets you closer to that. So it does feel like you're surrendering and letting go of something to get closer to something else, okay? And at the bottom of that is transformation or transcendence. Wow, achieving success. And then transformation. Okay. I'll show you this card. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay. All right, let me move forward. Let's go to the crows and unfold this a little bit more. For Gemini, please. There's a lot of earth energies around you. A lot of earth energies. Like, yes, this is about grounding and earthing your energy, but there's so much vitality connecting to the earth's energies right now, whether this is working with earth spirits, fairies, dragons, earth elementals, gardening, things like that. Wow, you have here gifts and influence. So, see, gifts. See, you're going to be celebrating something. Again, this is not like Christmas, the holidays. I get that. December, I know. But this is something around you, giving gifts to you, celebrating you. You're going to be celebrating some kind of news, okay? There's I also feel like this gift is also from the divine. A gift from the divine. Because what couldn't get created then was because of all of the healing that you had to do, right? We already talked about that in that 7-year cycle. And it's like this, well, there's going to be many things that are going to be created, okay? But there's going to be something in particular that's going to come in for you that's very shocking, right? We said it was shock and then resonance. It's going to shock you at first, but then it's going to resonate with you. You have here growth at the bottom. Look at the beautiful sun energy here. Let me get one more before we move on. This influence is an interesting energy. It's to be careful of being influenced, okay? There's a lot of like cigarette butts and alcohol bottles and things like that. This is reminding me of that devil card. Like obsessions, addictions, codependency, things like that. Okay, so just bring your attention and your awareness to those things. This doesn't even have to be you. This could be other people around you. Distance. Distance. And let me tell you something. Look at the bottom. Abundance. What did we channel? The more you distance, the more distance you create from this gets you closer to that. Distance and abundance. Whatever you're distancing yourself from, whether it is influences from other people, an addiction in your life, a bad habit, a pattern, you're on the right track, okay? This is about surrendering, letting go of the darkness, moving forward, okay? So Spirit is just confirming that channeled message for you at this time, okay? The more distance you create from this, whatever that you're distancing yourself from, gets you closer to abundance, okay? Thanks, Spirit, for that. I'm also seeing 114. This number actually came out in Aquarius's reading. And I did see Aquarius here with the star charm. But Aquarius had 114 yesterday, and this is 114. It was also a date that I channeled of January 14th of new partnerships and new cycles, new life, new cycle starting with the partner that you're already with. So you could have Aquarius in your chart. I'm also feeling there's an Aquarius that's connected to you, okay? Okay, I feel like we haven't even really tapped into this energy that's like shocking and then it resonates. Because I feel like that's exactly how it's gonna come in. It's shocking. It's kind of in the background as you work on letting go, as you work on surrendering, as you work on distancing yourself from whatever this is, and it's getting you closer to that abundance, right? So I feel like as you're working on this, this is where your focus is at, and this is where all your spiritual energies are. Something is just coming in. Let's see what's going on. I'm seeing someone playing the flute when they were younger, or playing some kind of instrument when they were younger. I don't know why I'm seeing like someone cleaning out their items, or like, I don't know. I'm seeing that someone tidying up their space, and they're looking at boxes when they were younger. And it's feeling very nostalgic. Yeah, a me talks. Repairing the mind, body, and spirit. I feel like you're going through this right now. It's just it's just something natural that you're doing as you fully emerge in this 12-year cycle. Your 12-year cycle has already started. I feel like you're going through a rebirth cycle. Meaning there's many iterations of rebirth. It's almost like you've gone through the first iteration of rebirth, and now you're going through a second iteration of this rebirth, and then you're going to go through a third iteration of this rebirth, and it's going to reach a pinnacle of enlightenment and a surrendering. So you're going to, and then a complete transcendence. Am I making sense? Like, you're rebirthing in your 12-year cycle. Okay? I feel like this group, you've already, the divine matrix. You're tapping into a new matrix. New beginnings at the bottom of the deck. Again, this is number 41, right? This distance card is number 14. We already talked about 114. This is just a mirrored energy. Okay? This is just a mirrored energy. So Spirit right here is confirming the fact that you are in a new divine matrix frequency. Okay? And this is your 12-year cycle that you're already in. Okay? Does that make sense? Fortune's wheel, luck and right timing. That's 23. That's 5. What numbers did I channel? 8, 49, 13, 12, 22, December 22nd. I'm filming this on the 26th, which is an 8. Let me shuffle, get one more. You had this last time. The perfect storm. The courage to step into life, 44. See, something is gonna, but this is, I'm getting goosebumps again. This is just the energy of this shock and then resonance. Okay? I'm gonna have to pull that from the ethers, because I feel like maybe this is something you're trying to do. Maybe you're trying to pull something out of the ethers right now. Maybe you're trying to pull some kind of knowledge. Maybe you feel something is going to shock you in this 12-year cycle, because you know you're tapping into a new divine matrix. You know you're tapping into a new frequency. You know you're in your new beginning. You know you're going through iterations of rebirth. It's just like when you know something. I kind of feel like it's like a blessing and a curse, you know, being tapped into some kind of high priestess energy is when you know something's coming, and when you're not necessarily receiving any signs from the universe or the divine about it, you get a little nervous. So you decide to kind of pull it out yourself to understand it a little bit more. But it's interesting because I said that I kept mentioning the sun. Look what's blocking the sun right now, but the sun's kind of peeking out. the wheel is blocking the sun. The fortune is blocking the sun. The fortune is blocking the sun. What? It's kind of like something is being shown to you, like some kind of fortune is being shown to you of what wasn't created then but will be created now in your 12-year cycle. Some kind of fortune has been shared to you, but not all of it. Not all of it. It's not meant to. It's not meant to. Look at the sun. Look at that's the sun. Not all of it. It's not meant to. And obviously I'm not going to know what it is. But, yeah. I think Spirit's just messing with us right now. Uncertainty and just let go. Yeah, you're not meant to know. You have letting go here twice. Letting go of the darkness. And you have here letting go. This is a spirit guardian of autumn. All these fall colors. And we are in fall energy right now. So, okay. So if you're trying to pull information about seeing the full fortune, whatever it is, you have to let go. Let go of this thread. Okay? Let go. Sorry. Oh. I'm trying to follow this line. There you go. Let go of the thread that you found. Okay? The thread of information that you found for this fortune. Okay? Let it go. You're pulling on it. You're pulling on it from the ethers. We're pulling on it right now as well. We are. Because we want to know. You're not meant to know. Okay? It's going to shock you, but then it's going to resonate with you. It's going to be exactly what you need. Whatever it is, look at this, heart home. What did we channel? Heart health. Okay? Spirit, again, is just confirming that energy. Number 27, which is 9. Okay? Whatever it is that you're pulling and holding on to from the ethers to understand it a little bit more, it's coming home. Okay? It's coming home. I know you're uncertain about it. You're in the thick of it. You're in the thick of the veil right now. You're in the storm. Okay, let it go. Let it go. It's also for me, letting it go, because I know they're not gonna share it with me. So, all right. I think I'm just meant to deliver the fact that be prepared for shock, but not in a bad way. This is going to be completely, it's a gift. It's a gift. Okay? It's going to be aligned to your heart. It's going to be aligned to you. Okay? Whatever it is. Okay? I think just continuing to focus on the distance that you're creating. Okay? From the darkness, letting go of the darkness. Okay? Let go. The more distance you create from that energy that you're looking back at, okay, it's bringing you closer to abundance, bringing you closer to this. Okay, I think that's where Spirit is continuously like redirecting me in this reading, and I feel like you're also being redirected to that focal point and not focused on the uncertain path. Does that make sense? This is a long cycle, 12-year cycle. It's long. It's going to be beautiful. Filled with gifts, filled with beautiful energies, new energies. you're tapping into a new divine matrix. A lot of energies are finding themselves home to you. Okay? Oh, there's a high priestess. Oh, with the Ten of Pentacles. Let's go. That's beautiful. All right, let's look. Your overall energy. What else do we need to unfold here? I feel like I missed something in the charms. Oh, I saw that beautiful hawk. Oh, I saw that too. Mother of Pentacles. Very beautiful. There was also something in the home. You're definitely connected to an Aquarius because Aquarius had disturbance in home life. So I am sensing something within the home. But someone here is going to be a new mother. Mother of Pentacles. And we talked about this baby boy. Some of you in your 12-year cycle, this could be right around the corner. I'm seeing someone becoming a new mother. Okay? Very, very beautiful. But this is also about getting grounded. This is about grounding the spiritual energies. This is about grounding yourself. I just heard building a home for your spiritual energies. I don't know what that means. It's almost like, that feng shui, when you like tidy up your physical space, there's a lot more, like there's less restrictions, there's less friction, and the tense energies are released, and like energies are more easily to flow in that space. There's something about your physical space that's housing the spiritual energies from the new divine matrix that you are tapping into. Does that make sense? Because you're bringing them in. You're bringing them in from this crazy portal that keeps coming out in your reading, in this group that I've been tapping into since that 7-year cycle. There's still so many energies that are coming out of here. Okay? They're being pulled. Okay, you could say they're future energies. You can also say they're past energies, because what couldn't get created then is going to be created now. But these are also future energies that are coming into your now energy, and they're all coming through this now portal. Okay? And where they're coming into your physical space. So it's like you got to do the due diligence to make sure that your space is tidy. Right? Not only your physical space, but your heart space is tidy. Look at the home. See that heart home, Mother of Pentacles home? You're getting the heart home ready for something. Do you see that? You're getting this space ready. Wow. So it's just like focusing on distance. Distance brings you closer to abundance, right? Distancing yourself from that brings you closer to abundance, okay? I know I keep reiterating that, but I'm telling you right now, Spirit keeps bringing me back to this. Keeps bringing me back to that. That's everything that we channeled. 5 of Wands. Interesting, 5 of Wands. Interesting. Every time I get this card, it's always like someone took apart something that they built, and they're reshaping the 6, and they're going to build something else. Again, that's something to do with this home energy that we talked about earlier. Putting something back in place, having some kind of like uncertainty of where to put things, but everything has its space. You're making sure everything has a home. Oh, look at the swan again. If you're the swan twice, look at that. Oh, sorry. There's a swan twice. Oh, there's lots of love energy here. That's what I'm feeling here. It's like you feel some kind of responsibility to make sure everything is in its rightful place. You're making sure everything has a space, everything has a place. in your, not just your physical home, but the home of your heart. Whether that's people, energies, even new energies that you are trying to predict are going to come in, but you don't know what they are because spirit is blocking you from predicting them, me included. Do you see what I mean? I think even in your previous reading, there was something about the empty room. You're filling up the empty room right now. But in order to fill up the empty room, you got to know what you're putting in. But there's going to be something that you don't know. You don't know what it is. So it's a little agitating, but it's okay. It's okay. Oh, there's a Hierophant. Did I say Hierophant earlier? I have no idea. I don't know if I said Hierophant, but Hierophant is, yeah, I think I said Hierophant because the key, I don't know. Anyway, there's the Hierophant key charm. There's a Hierophant with the key. I think I said that earlier. Anyway, there's a Hierophant. There's the horse. And then the Five of Pentacles. There's a lot of things that are going to be changing, okay? You have here 2, 5, 5, 5. You could also be seeing there's the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. High Priestess again saying hello. And again, Five of Swords. Do you see that? 5, 5, 5. There's... I'm going to say this. Whatever you're going to lose... Hold on. How do they want me to say this? Whatever... I almost want to say, like, where you lose, you're going to gain. Because I'm seeing, like... I don't know if this is a perspective of loss. Because there's a lot of letting go here. There's a lot of, like, distancing yourself from old energies. Okay, you're distancing, you're letting go of the darkness. So this is what you're distancing yourself from. Okay? This is what you're distancing yourself from. 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Wands. That's what you're distancing yourself from. These are the things that are changing around you. Physically, emotionally, and mentally. Okay? Physically, and this is emotionally and mentally. Okay? There is going to be a financial loss somehow. Okay? But where you lose, you're going to gain. Do you see what Spirit's saying to you right now? Do you see what I'm saying? The more you distance yourself from this, okay, you get closer to this abundance. Your 12-year cycle that you've already begun I feel like Spirit is giving you some kind of reassurance right now through this message. I feel like there's a reassurance of like everything's going to be fine. What you believe you're losing is not a complete loss. And I feel like some of you are having a hard time letting go and having a hard time distancing yourself. This could even be traumas that were being worked through in that 7 year cycle. Even though you completed that 7 year cycle, and now you're in your next 12 year cycle, even though that is close and this has begun, there are times, more often than not, where there are still lingering energies that are tethered to us that we hold on to. Okay? So I feel like for some of you, this loss or the energies that you healed from. You hear that saying where you go through shadow work and you work on healing your old, you go through iterations of old self to new self, old self to new self many times over and over again. And there's like a period where you grieve your old self. Some of you, that's this. You're grieving your old self. You're grieving your old life. You're grieving how you used to think, what you used to believe, the money that you had, the job that you had, but you quit because it wasn't aligned to your purpose or whatever, however it may be. It's like there's an overwhelming sense of grief right now because of what was let go of. I don't even want to use the term loss, but there's some kind of perspective about this as a loss. Do you see what I'm saying? But the more you distance yourself from that, because you are distancing yourself from that, the closer you're getting to this, and Spirit's just reassuring you that everything's going to be okay. Everything is going to be fine. More is going to be gained from this, okay? So I'm going to leave this here, right here. This is your momentum. This is your movement in that direction, okay? Because this is what you're getting closer to, okay? Even though you're very uncertain about it and you want to know, the High Priestess is here saying, no, you're not going to know. The crystal ball is cloudy as shit. But there is knowledge. There is knowledge about it, okay? There is a higher understanding of how things work. And I feel like you're understanding that. And it's funny how I place this with luck and right timing, because you do have an understanding of how things work. This energy is really interesting. My heart's actually racing a little bit right now because I feel like there's going to be some kind of announcement. Like I feel I'm about to be in shock. Because I'm looking at this Hierophant, this crow is cawing, caw, caw, right? There's going to be some kind of announcement. I'm going to say something right now. You're going to see one crow, just one particular crow for this group that I'm picking up on, at a very auspicious time and in a place where you would normally not see crows. You're not going to see two, you're not going to see three, you're not going to see four, you're going to see one crow, and it's going to caw at you and then it's going to leave. That's going to be an indication of whatever it is that's coming in, okay, that you have been tugging at, trying to predict, trying to figure out in this time of uncertainty of your new beginning. Okay? It's almost just like a hey, just saying. Something's gonna change. Oh my God. Look at the Son of Cups. That sun. Yeah, someone says I'm gonna have a baby boy. This is gonna be different for all of you. Very different for all of you. I want to also say something right now because you have definitely evolved to this new divine matrix. Like you're tapping into, okay, you're tapping into a new frequency right now. This is also 24, which is 6. We are in the year 6. Because your frequency has elevated, you're getting closer. No, you are reaching further, excuse me, you're reaching further into the veil. Okay. When you reach farther into the veil, it gets thicker. It gets thicker. There's something about your third eye that's like adjusting. Your third eye is adjusting to the new frequency. That's also something that I'm getting here very, very clearly. Because I feel like there's a lot of like overwhelming sensations in this new frequency. So if you're trying to tap in, you're trying to tether, you're trying to pull on something, right? It's difficult. It's difficult to see it. Your third eye is adjusting. It's almost like when you delve deep into the shadows to do shadow work, your third eye has to adjust to the darkness, just like when we turn off the light and our eyes, like, they take a minute to adjust to the dark. That's the same thing, as above, so below. So your third eye adjusts to the shadow, your third eye adjusts to the light. And you're getting farther into the veil because your frequency has elevated. So your third eye is adjusting. Deep quiet meditation and stillness. So there's a lot of practices that I do see you doing to make those adjustments to your third eye so that you can see clearly. Okay, because that crystal ball is definitely murky. But I definitely feel like you're being initiated, okay, but there's also some things that you shouldn't know, okay, that you can't know, okay, because it's meant to shock you and then you'll resonate with it. But that's also something that I'm seeing here that just unfolded as we're progressing through this message. See, a tidy house, clarity and organization. We talked about that. That's just spirit just confirming everything I'm saying. And then skywriting the fates, 49. And that's a number I wrote down. See? Oh my goodness. 49. There's that number. Where is it? Right there. 49. 49. I channeled this in the morning. The fates. There's also something on January 14th. Sorry. I don't know what I just did. There's something on January 13th for you. 113 is a number I'm also getting. January 13th. Which is a day before that I channeled Aquarius's. I don't know. Anyway. But see, the fates is an interesting one because these are the strings of fate, right? What couldn't be created then in your 7-year cycle will be created now, right? The fates. Okay? It's falling. See the runes that are kind of like falling from the sky? These energies are falling through this now portal. They're just falling into into a new timeline. It's there's some kind of there's a lot of things adjusting here because you're in your new 12-year cycle. Before, it's almost like what was written, it had like a particular codex. some kind of codex to go into this timeline. Okay, well, this timeline couldn't happen because of X, Y, and Z. But now that that's closed, these lessons are learned, that karma is completed, that trauma is healed, blah, blah, blah. Now this is like rewritten. There's some kind of adjustment and rewritten happening, rewriting, excuse me, and it's falling into a new timeline. Wow, there's a lot of things happening. There's a lot of things happening. See, also, I also want to make this connection. This is number 10, transcendence, achieving success. This is 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles, longevity, success, abundance. Okay? I'm also getting the number 110. This is 110. Again, that's January 10th. Okay, the month of January is like very auspicious for you as well of next year. So December 22nd through to January 13th. That time frame. I feel like there are some things that are going to be happening, but obviously up to that point. But again, Spirit's going to work its way back to the very first message. This is what's happening right now. The more you distance yourself from this. I feel like a lot of you guys are distancing yourself from that 7-year cycle. Even though it's completed and closed, like I mentioned, there's so much energies that stick, that linger. That's why it's like a lot of people don't talk about that. A lot of people don't talk about cleaning residual energies. Like, what do you do after you heal? What do you do after you clean that trauma? What do you do? So yeah. Distance, acceptance, surrendering, letting go. But acceptance is very important, okay? Because this is your, I don't know what iteration of rebirth you guys are on. You're all on different cycles, but there's a rebirth maybe this is your second rebirth iteration in this new 12-year cycle, this beginning, okay? But this is where you're moving forward. This is time to move forward. So much energy of that horse, distance, right? So anyway, I'm going to move forward to your love reading, okay? And let's see what's going on. Okay. So for your love reading, Gemini, I'm going to get an oracle deck card for you and see what's happening. Okay, whatever this group that I'm picking up on, you're having a child with this person. It's specifically going to be, there's going to be a son involved. If I definitely feel like for most of you, this is your first child, okay? Fruition 37. This is growth. Harvest moon, interesting. This is 37, which is 10. Purity, number 30. Okay. Yeah. The pure energy of an innocent child. There's definitely a child here being born. I'm also getting that for this group that I'm picking up on, I feel like I'm talking very specifically to women right now. This is just the energy that I'm feeling. Most of the time, energy is not gender specific, but because we're talking about a lot of you becoming first-time moms, okay, is something that I'm feeling with this group of Geminis. If this particular message doesn't resonate with you, don't take that, okay? Um, I'm getting some of you between the age of 30 and 37. Ace of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Temperance. It was in the reverse. Let me keep it in the reverse. Seven of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Interesting. The Moon. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. The Emperor in the reverse. The Lovers in the reverse. Six of Pentacles. There's a Five of Pentacles. There's a Ten of Pentacles. There's a High Priestess again. Okay. Very similar to your spiritual growth. Three of Pentacles. The Magician. Let me get an overall energy with the crows, please. Potential outcome. I just heard Rose. Oh, they gave me the same thing. Abundance and risk. Tell me about this risk. Abundance wanted to come out again, and see, that was in your spiritual growth. Even the Ten of Pentacles was also there. It's just your entire reading. So same energy. Survival. Soar at the bottom. Okay, so I'm seeing that as a partnership, as a couple, you're overcoming a lot of hardships is something that I'm seeing, okay? Overcoming a lot of hardships is something that I'm seeing immediately, okay? It's interesting because I feel like in this spread there's a lot of emphasis on some kind of disturbance in the home life. And I picked that up because there was a connection to Aquarius's reading yesterday, whether you have Aquarius in your chart, maybe your partner does, the person here that you're connected to. I do feel some kind of disturbance, and some of you could be financially related, because I am seeing some kind of financial loss. I'm actually seeing someone spend a lot of money where they shouldn't be spending here with the Six of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. I'm just seeing that someone's spending money where they shouldn't be spending. Okay? And it's putting a strain in the relationship moving forward. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. It's interesting because, like, there's a lot of adjustments being made in your energy, not just spiritually, but also physically, like physical adjustments, like in your home, like feng shui, cleaning up, making sure spiritual energies come in and set in. Um, I feel like there's also an adjustment in this relationship, where like you have to make an adjustment, the other person has to make an adjustment, but there's some kind of resistance here, and I did see that resistance. There's some kind of resistance to making an adjustment in the relationship, whether this is on your end or on the other person's end. What's beautiful about this connection is that the love is pure, okay? The love is pure, and the love is also fruitful, okay? It's continuously growing. I feel like this relationship, okay, the person that you are connected to, you're going through some kind of turbulence right now, okay? But very soon, okay, you're gonna have clear skies. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm not seeing this as too much trouble in your relationship. I do see it around finances. Let me see if I'm picking up something else. I'm seeing that someone has a lot of trouble um, communicating their feelings here with the moon and the eight of pentacles. It's like there's so much love here, there's so much emotions, but they just kind of, I'm getting a lot of, like, again, Capricorn, Scorpio, Taurus energy, or energy, and Aquarius. Could be another Gemini, but there's a lot of emotions that are beneath the surface. And I see this person just working, but then Temperance is in the reverse, telling me that there's some kind of emotions that are not tempered. So like tempers could flare during this time that you're working through the relationship, and the resistance in the relationship, the tension in the relationship. So just be careful of tempers, because I do feel like someone is quick to speak without thinking things through. And that's like not their normal energy. There is an Aries energy here. So I feel like both of you don't feel yourself right now. And it's not because of the relationship, it's just because you're both going through changes independently of one another. Like you're both going through rebirth, you're both going through enlightenment. Like we talked about your entire spiritual growth reading of everything that's going on with you, right? This person is also going through something, but they're not sharing it with you. So that's also putting a strain on the relationship because the communication isn't there. But the purity of love there, the fruition, the growth, the movement forward is there. The resistance is going to clear. You're going to soar through this. It's just like it's just like a minor bump in the road. Do you see what I'm saying? But I feel like this person isn't themselves right now. Um like they're not even working. Like I'm seeing that they take a lot of pride in their work, but they're not working the way that they would usually work. They're not producing the quality of work that they would normally produce, because they're not like vocalizing what it is. I feel like they're not vocalizing what it is that they need, because there is something here with the Page of Pentacles of like, I need to give you this. I need to tell you what it is that I need, because this pentacle that the Page of Pentacles is not providing is like a gem, is a gem of like, it's like an emotional gem. It's what it is that they need, but they're not even giving that. They're not giving what it is that they're not vocalizing what it is that they need. They're not giving that. Um I don't know why. I don't know why. But there is some kind of risk that I see them taking. There is some kind of risk. It's the Seven of Cups and Seven of Pentacles. This person, they're not necessarily in their right mind to plan this on their own. So they are going to um seek your help in this, because I do see like a relationship here, like working together on this next move. Okay. This is about how to move forward. This is also about, could even be talking about a baby. Like I feel like some of you are trying to conceive right now. Like I really feel like it's like you're thinking about conceiving. Um Some of you, this could be money related. Do we have finances to have a child? Do we want to move into a new home, into a bigger home? Um, I'm also seeing like someone like quitting their job as a risk to make more money for a baby. Like there's some kind of like planning here going on that's not being also vocalized to you, but I do see them vocalizing them to you eventually. Like they will, because they can't plan this on their own, because this plan doesn't just involve them. It involves you. Okay? So I do see that you're going to be creating some kind of plan with this person that you're connected to about how to move forward. Okay? And then all of this energy in reverse is going to be in the upright. So the Wheel of Fortune will be in the upright because it was in the upright in your spiritual growth reading. And the Ten of Pentacles will also be in the upright because it was in the upright in your spiritual growth reading. Okay, they will, they will match. Okay, they will match because abundance came out in this. There's just a small risk here that this relationship is taking, but it will survive this resistance. It will survive this turbulence, and then it will soar. Okay, your relationship will continue to grow, extremely fruitful. Yeah, there's just some things that are unknown right now. There's again, like uncertainty came out. So I feel like some of you in this relationship, you're uncertain about the future, but I want to reassure to you that this person is planning for the future. I feel like right now they're not including you in that process, in that planning process. And I feel like that's the insight that you're not seeing. Okay? But they will include you because they can't plan this on their own. They think that they can, but they can't. This is a stubborn person. Like, this is a real stubborn person, but they're not thinking clearly right now because they also have inner like inner energies that they're working through. I feel like someone's dog recently died too. Like there's some kind of death. Let me look at the charms. There's so much love here. Swan. I'm seeing someone like completely obsessed with unicorns. Like I don't know if this is a child, but there's like unicorns. I'm seeing unicorns everywhere. Yeah, there's the Hierophant. Then there's the heart. Let me get some specifics. Let me see what this person is going through. Because I remember in your previous reading, when we talked about that 7-year cycle, it was like, yeah, as I said that, my laptop's at 7%. You're ending a 7-year cycle and they were just awakening. This person has definitely awakened. Okay, they're not in the process of awakening, they are awakened now. They're awakened now. I feel like being vocal about this spiritual process is also something that this person is not ready to speak about. And if they have spoken about it, they haven't spoken about it to the depth that they feel it. They're also they're giving their energies to energies that, like this. When we talked about this in the beginning, I felt like someone was spending money. Now that I'm seeing this from a spiritual perspective as well, this person is also giving their energy to energies that are not wanting their energy anymore. It's like their energies that they put in, their energies go into the abyss and their energy is just lost. No one's receiving it. So I feel like this person is giving their time, their energy into something that's just no longer receiving it, and I don't know what that is. But That's not something that you can teach to someone. They just have to get it. Okay, they're learning right now. Okay, whether this is giving an energy to an old friend. Remember, there was even a friend that was like bad influence on them or something like that. And that card also came out in your spiritual growth reading. But there was also something about this could even be like I'm feeling like past energy. Like five energy that have gone, energy that have changed here with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Energies that are no longer in their life. They're giving it some kind of attention. I don't feel like it's another person. I feel like it's just like an old wound, or old belief systems, or just like ideas that they had that didn't work. A pattern of theirs. Things like that. Like, oh, yeah, see, Three of Wands in the reverse. Oh, there's, yeah, see, this person's going through a transformation. I feel like this person's learning the hard way. Yes, something is not clear. Something's not clear to this person. They need your help to see something clear for them. And it has something to do with their transformation, with their process. Yeah, see, but they're holding back. They're holding back on their transformational process. Look at that. Oh my God. Yeah, see, there's the devil in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. But there's the Page of Wands in the upright. Yeah, so I am seeing that they're going to communicate. They're going to reach out. They're going to reach out for some kind of help because they're not seeing something clearly. Yeah, they're completely holding back from talking about their transformational process. They're like, what on earth am I seeing? What am I seeing? What did I just wake up to? This card also, Seven of Cups. This was in the previous reading as well. This person is both eyes wide awake. Third eye wide awake. Wide awake. They're going to reach out for help. They're going to reach out. Okay? And you're going to help them. You're going to assist them. Okay? And then in that process of assisting them, listening to them, of what they're going through, their transformational process, some of them may even be resisting to this transformation. They're resisting to the death of their old selves, right? Like, we even talked about that in your spiritual growth. Like, this person is going through that. Yeah, they're resisting that. They will let go with Four of Pentacles in the reverse. They will, but not until they understand. And that's where I feel like you're going to help this person get that in this process, you have to go through it without even sometimes understanding it. And then 2 years later, we understand, oh, we had to go through that. Does that make sense? And anyway, oh. I feel like, and I don't want to say that this relationship is not a priority, because it is. This relationship is a priority. This connection is a priority. Okay, it's just like this person is, they can't help but focus on what it is that they're trying to understand. They can't help but focus on that right now. Okay? But they are going to reach out to you. Let me get, can I get a final card? A final card, please. A final card. King of Wands. There's the Queen of Pentacles. There's you. Holding it down. There's you. There's the Ten of Cups. It's in the reverse though. See, it's like there's a lot of resistance in this. Okay, there's some things that you're going through, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Survival, you're gonna make it. You're gonna soar. There's the Page of Cups, and there's the Sun. It's in the reverse. Oh, but it's gonna go into the upright because the wheel's gonna turn. There's the Page of Cups. Page of Cups did come into the upright, and Page of Cups fell on the very stubborn Emperor. Okay, and Page of Cups is reaching out. Okay, they're gonna reach out to you. And the Sun is right there. And I wrote down Sun. Okay, so yeah. I feel like the enlightenment is not there yet. Okay, yet. Keyword. All right. All right, let me shuffle this and see if there's anything that I can just validate, confirm before we close off. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, the Lovers in the upright. Okay, perfect. Because the Lovers is in the reverse here. Lovers in the upright there. Hermit in the upright. Now the Ace of Swords in the upright. And the Ten of Cups in the upright. I told you, it's all going to be in the upright. So, and the Fox came out in the reverse. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I don't always take these animals in the reverse. But this is about instincts for me. So I feel like right now they're just not necessarily listening to their instincts. Okay? They're just all I feel like they're all jumbled up spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Their world is just kind of like jumbled. Okay? But I'm telling you. All right? They may go through, or they are already in a moment of isolation. Isolation is also here. In the crow energy, it was underneath resistance, and then soar. Okay, Ace of Swords, Ten of Cups. Everything's gonna go into the upright. This is just a moment of turbulence, okay? I love you guys so very much. I hope you enjoyed this. Until next time.